You, this American witch, you think you can come and rule us here because you are Oyibo? Go back to your country. Emily Thompson was only 16 years old when her whole world fell apart. One rainy evening in Chicago, her parents sat her down in the living room and told her they were getting divorced. Her American father, Mark, looked sad and tired. Her Nigerian mother, Adanna, looked determined. 2 weeks later, Adanna booked flights back to Nigeria. It's time to go home, she said. Emily didn't have a choice. The plane landed in Lagos on a hot, sticky afternoon. The moment Emily stepped out of Murtala Mohammed Airport, the noise hit her like a wall. Horns blaring, people shouting, hawkers selling everything from recharge card to cold drinks to akara. The air smelled of fuel, dust, and fried plantain. Emily clutched her suitcase tightly, her eyes wide with fear. Everything felt too loud, too bright, too different. Their new house was big and beautiful in Ikoyi, with high walls, security guards, and house helps who called her small madam, but it did not feel like home. At night, Emily lay in her room listening to the sound of generators humming and dogs barking far away. She missed her dad's quiet voice. She missed her dad reading her bedtime stories. She missed the snow and silence. She cried herself to sleep almost every night. Her mother enrolled her in Preston's College, one of the most expensive secondary schools in Lagos. It was in Lekki. It was surrounded by gates and palm trees. Students came from the richest family, children of governors, oil magnates, tech billionaires, and even celebrities' children. On her first day, Emily wore the school uniform: navy blue skirt, white shirt, and gold tie. Her long blonde hair was tied in a ponytail. As she walked through the gates, every head turned. Who is this Oyinbo girl? See her skin like milk. Ah, she's very fine oh, but wetin she come dey find for here? The whispers followed her everywhere. Emily kept her head down and tried to smile. She told herself it would get better. It had to. Lunchtime on the very first day, everything changed. Emily carried her tray carefully: jollof rice, fried rice, and a bottle of Coke. She was looking for an empty seat when somebody stretched out a leg. She tripped. The tray flew out of her hands and landed straight on the chest of a tall, handsome boy wearing the senior prefect's badge. The whole cafeteria went quiet for 1 second, then laughter exploded. The boy looked down at the red jollof stain spreading across his white shirt. Emily waited for him to shout. Instead, he laughed, a deep, warm laugh that made others pause. No wahala, he said, wiping his shirt with napkins. Accidents happen. I am Christopher Adebayo. You? My name is Emily Thompson, she stammered, her face burning hot. Come sit with us, he said, nodding to the table where the coolest seniors sat. Emily couldn't believe it. She followed him like she was dreaming. Christopher was everything the school talked about. He was the captain of the football team. He was the son of a famous tech billionaire. He was tall, dark, with a smile that made girls weak. He had style, fresh haircut, gold watch, and a confident walk, but he wasn't arrogant. He asked Emily real questions. How are you finding Lagos? Do you miss America? What music do you like? And for the first time since arriving, Emily felt seen. Christopher even walked her to his next class and promised to show her where to buy the best puff puff during break. But kindness in Preston's college came with a price. Teniola Bankole, the queen in Preston's college. Teniola ruled the school like a real queen. She was head girl, she was the daughter of a powerful senator, and she's the girl everyone believed Christopher would eventually date. Teniola had long Brazilian hair, perfect makeup, and a voice that could cut glass. When she saw Christopher laughing with the new white girl, something dark flashed in her eyes. Then the bullying started, small and quiet. First, the whispers got louder. Oyinbo thief. She thinks say she can come and snatch our guys. Her mama must have paid plenty money to bring her here. Then came the exclusion. Emily was never added to any WhatsApp group. No one saved her a seat in the class. When teachers asked for group work, everyone suddenly had full teams. Emily tried to ignore it. She told herself she was strong, but inside she felt smaller every day. 2 weeks later, things got worse. It was inter-house sports day. The field was packed. Students wore house colors: red, blue, green, yellow. Music blasted from speakers. Emily sat with a few quiet girls who hadn't joined the hate yet. Someone passed her a bottle of Fanta from the cooler. She was thirsty from the heat. She took a big swallow. Then she saw fire. Pure burning fire exploded in her mouth and throat. Her eyes filled with tears instantly. She started coughing hard. She started choking and gasping for breath. She started gasping for air. The pepper someone had poured into her drink was so strong, her tongue felt like it was on fire. Laughter roared around her. Phones came out. People started recording. See the Oyinbo, she can't even undo small pepper. Emily ran from the field with embarrassment. Tears were streaming down her face. Then she went into the toilet and cried until her chest hurt. When she looked in the mirror, her eyes were red and swollen. She did not recognize herself. She cried and cried and cried, wondering what she's doing in this country full of wicked people. That night, she told her mother she did not want to go back to that school ever again. Adana held her tight. She said, "My baby, people can be wicked when they are afraid. But you are stronger than them. You hear me? Stronger." Emily didn't feel strong. She felt broken. Christopher saw the video of Emily choking on the Fanta with pepper on his WhatsApp that evening. Everyone was sharing it. He watched it once and then closed the app. His jaw tightened. He knew exactly who was behind it. The next morning, he found Teniola and her friends under the mango tree, where they always gathered. "We need to talk," he said. His voice was firm and low. Teniola smiled sweetly. "What's wrong, Chris? You know what is wrong. That pepper thing, that was too far." Teniola said, "It was just a joke, Joe. She needs to toughen up if she wants to survive here." Christopher stepped closer. "It wasn't a joke. It was cruel. And if anything like that happens again, we are done talking for good." Word started spreading in Preston's college. Everybody started saying Christopher Adebayo are choosing sides, but even that didn't stop everything. Over the next weeks, smaller things kept happening. Somebody poured water on Emily's chair before she sat down, and notes went missing. Ugly notes appeared in her locker. Each time, she felt the pain deeper. One day, she sat alone in the library during break, trying not to cry. Christopher found her there. "I'm sorry," he said quietly, sitting opposite her. "I should have stopped it sooner. I was scared of losing my friends, my statues, all this rubbish we care about too much." Emily looked up, surprised. "You? Scared?" He gave her a small, sad laugh. "All the time. My dad wants me to be perfect. Best grades, best football dates, the right kind of girl from the right kind of family. Sometimes I don't even know who I am under all that pressure." Emily listened. For the first time, she saw the real Christopher, not the golden boy, but a boy carrying heavy expectations. "But with you," he continued, "I don't have to pretend. You are real, you are kind, you are brave, you face all these kids every day, and you still show up. That's real strength, Emily." Emily felt something shift inside her. She wasn't just going to survive anymore. She was going to fight. "You make me want to be better, Emily," Christopher said, "and I'm going to prove it." A week later, Emily began talking to other students quietly. She learned she wasn't the only victim. A junior girl said Teniola made her cry by spreading lies about her poor grades. A, a boy admitted Teniola forced him to write her assignment. More whispers came, serious ones. People had seen Teniola leaving Mr. Okoro's office late at night. The young math teacher gave her special gift. They were too close, too wrong. Emily collected proof carefully. She collected proof with screenshots, with all the testimonies that the students were telling her, and even a blurry photo of Teniola getting into Mr. Okoro's car after dark. Head girl elections were coming. Teniola was running again. No one ever challenged her. Never. Until Emily stood up in class one morning. "I'm running for head girl," she said clearly. The room went dead silent. Teniola laughed loudly. "You? The Oyinbo newcomer? Please, you don't belong here." Emily looked straight at her. "I belong as much as someone who wants fairness, and I'm tired of a leader who urges people to stay in power." The campaign was fierce. Teniola's posters were big and expensive, promising more parties and prestige. "I will make us go to even more parties," Teniola said. Emily's posters were very simple. Kindness, fairness, no more bullying. Teniola played dirty. More rumors, more whispers, but Emily kept going. With Christopher by her side, she spoke to the students in groups. She shared her pain. She listened to the other students. Then, finally, the debate day arrived. The assembly hall was full. Teniola spoke first, smooth, confident, full of promises about connections and party events. Then it was Emily's turn. She walked to the front. Her heart was beating fast, but her voice was steady. "I came to Nigeria thinking I would find a new home," she began. "Instead, I found fear. I found a head girl who bullies, excludes, and humiliates anyone she sees as a threat.
Someone put pepper in my drink just to laugh at my pain. Then the hall went quiet. That same person has hurt many of you too, forced you to do her work, spread lies, and worse, she has been in a long relationship with Mr. Okoro, a teacher who should protect us, not use his position. Gasps filled the air. Emily held up printed evidence. Here is proof, statement, photos. We deserve better in this school. Teniola shouted, lies, all lies. But her face went pale. Teachers took the evidence immediately. The principal ended the debate early. Investigation started the same day. Mr. Okoro was suspended, pending full inquiry. More students came out with stories about Teniola's bullying over the years. Election day came. Everybody waited. The principal stepped forward. Teniola Bankole, 118 votes. Some people clapped. Mostly there was silence. Then the principal announced, Emily Thompson, 362 votes. The hall erupted in cheers. Students jumped up, clapping and shouting. Emily stood shocked, then smiling through tears. She had won. The principal called her to the stage for the winner's speech. Emily took the microphone. Her voice was shaking at first. She said, thank you. Thank you for believing in something better. I know what it feels like to be new, to be different, to be hot, just because someone is jealous or afraid. But today, you all chose fairness. You chose kindness. She looked around at hundreds of faces. Being beautiful or rich or popular doesn't give anyone the right to make others feel small. We are all here in this big school, trying to find our place. Let's help each other instead of tearing each other down. Choose kindness every day. Stand up for someone who is being bullied. Include the new person. Smile at everyone who looks lonely. Small acts of kindness can change everything. Then the applause was thunderous. Even some teachers wiped tears because of the speech Emily gave. As for Teniola, the humiliation was total. Our powerful father tried to intervene, but the evidence was too clear. The school board expelled her for the rest of the term and removed all her prefect's privileges. The police investigated the relationship with Mr. Okoro. He lost his job and faced charges. Teniola was sent away to a strict boarding school in Kwara State. Whisper said she cried for days. Her perfect image shattered. Many of her old friends turned away. For the first time, the queen who made others suffer knew real loneliness. Preston's colors changed after that. Bullying did not disappear completely, but it became risky. Students thought twice. Emily, as the new head girl, started kindness campaigns, anti-bully talks, and a system for every new student. One quiet evening after school, Christopher walked Emily to her mother's car. You changed everything, he said softly. No, we changed it, Emily corrected, smiling. He took her hand. Emily Thompson, from the day you spilled jollof on me, you've owned my heart. Will you be my girlfriend? Yes, she said, her eyes shining. 1,000 times yes, as the car drove through the Lekki gates. Emily too looked back at the school. Once a place of pain, now the school is a place of hope. She was still the Hoimbo girl, still different, still beautiful, but now she was strong, loved, and a leader. who taught everyone that kindness always wins. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comment section. I'll catch you later.